For the transformation, first you start by folding up the V-fin. Always be careful when you do this. Like I said before, these things will break off eventually if you manhandle them too much. Next, move out the cockpit, push the head down, go up. Now, like I said before, this is a complete remold. Here you have a little part that's holding these parts that connect the leg to the crotch, so that they're still kept together. In the original Zeta, those would just be loose and they'd be flying off in no time. Click it open. And this part is gonna go in there, and this hole and the hole at the back is gonna connect to a little peg on the back armor. Once again, the original Zeta only had the one peg here, the side skirt, the back skirt. So a really big step up. We'll just leave it like that for now, so it's easier to transform. Next, the arms fold in. Push them down a little bit so it's in an unnatural pose for a human being. Push down the shoulder armor. Wings come around like that. Now for the shield, see there's a little peg here, hold there. And also a little grab thing here. And that's gonna connect to this part on the collar here. There you go. Also the wings have some pegs here, and they fit in here to once again make it more secure when it's transformed. Also the tail binder, it actually locks into place. It's like this, it's not gonna fall off. Even when it becomes a little bit flimsy, it's still gonna be locked very tightly into place. Click it out, like that. All that's left, fold up the leg. Transformation of the feet is very simplistic. Click, and that's it. Maneuver the beam cannons around. And that's it. As you can see, it's really easy and fast to transform this guy. I did it in like, what, 5 minutes or something? And I have to keep, well, I also have to watch my camera, so I'm sure that I'm doing it in camera. And there you have it, the Waverider. Well, that's what they call it. The only reason this thing is still called a Waverider is because it's somewhat similar to the Zeta. This actually doesn't ride any waves at all. It's just like a normal fighter plane. Also, the wings can extend. A really nice looking machine. Of course, it also needs a weapon. And here is the Zeta Plus all ready for takeoff. So, some nice landing gears included. One on the shields, crotch, and 2 on the wings. But you might be thinking, this is an airplane, and airplanes look best while they're in the air. So, you might want to connect this guy with an action base. Well, there's bad news, but there's also some good news. The bad news is this guy was made literally years before they started making action bases. So the fit isn't gonna be perfect. The good news is you can make it fit somewhat. If you can see, well, you must have one of these clamps. And you can see that the crotch piece here is still there. So there are gaps here where the clamp piece will fit in. Take the action base. Stay. And there we go. You must have it at a certain angle, because if you tilt it too much forward, it will fall off, because most of the weight is on the tip. As you can see, it's a bit wobbly, but unless you're gonna give it a good smack, it's not gonna fall off. So you can display it like right after takeoff, or in some kind of cool fighting position if you have a setup with other action bases. Now, as always, the inevitable question is, do you want to buy this? Well, there are a lot of good parts about this machine. It's solid. The transformation has additional hard points so it won't get floppy. All of the joints feel extremely rigid, so it's not gonna go floppy. There are even 4 screws, well, here and here, to make sure that the legs won't go floppy. I have like a really old Zeta. The arms are floppy as hell, but the legs will still stay very, very, very good. Also screws in here. So, yeah, it's a really solid model kit. Some issues with like stickers on the back. Also, not all of the quality is that great. I'm not sure the camera wants to pick it up, but this gray on the bottom of the feet, well, it's kind of like, when you put milk in coffee, it forms these weird lines, and you kind of get that effect on this. It feels like it's impure. They're like little black lines all over it. It's a bit iffy. That's the biggest problem with this kit, other than these stickers I find. It's annoying, but unless you look close at it, it's not gonna show. Same with like the hands and stuff. So it does come with some flaws, but all of them are forgivable. It's a very nice mobile suit designed by Hajime Katoki, and it's also a really big mobile suit, just like the original Zeta was. A little comparison with a gym. So you can see, a lot bigger. Also, a nice feature with all of these older Master Grade kits they come with a little poster in cardboard. Yeah, when you open it, it covers the box. So I'm not sure why they stopped doing it. It's really nice to have like an additional display, or maybe even tape it to the wall. Also, the price is around 3,000 yen, I believe, around 29 euros, 38 US dollars. So for that price, you're getting a really nice mobile suit. And that's about all I can say. If you like it, there's nothing stopping you from picking this guy up. You will definitely like the model. Well, that's all for now. See you next time.